Hey, what's up, everybody? Sorry, one second, guys. You know how it is. Well, maybe some of you know. When the wife sends you TikToks, you have to respond. Oh my! All right, how to get the what? Hold on. How'd you get the beans above the frank? Unless it's TikTok live and ICE is detained. Okay, yeah, yeah, you're funny. All right. So we're gonna go back to um, what is it? Empire Total War. We're gonna go back to Empire Total War and continue on the fight as the Ottomans. Um, I might need to move myself over here. Not sure. Maybe probably make myself smaller. Here. All right. Okay. Did those natives ever sue? No. No, they never sue. All right. Let's see. Though I will say this, I did get in a lot of trouble. I am getting into a lot of trouble on X right now. Load game. Okay, so let's. Where did we pick off last time? Oh, that's right. We had just defended Athens from the Venetians. I think I'm going to counterattack. I think I'm going to counterattack and take Patras away from them. I just don't have the ability to do so just yet. I will later. Stop talking to my dad and using his first name. You can't be on a first name basis with my dad. There's no way. All right. Let's see. Oh, that's right. I was holding on to Crimea, trying to stop the Russians from taking it. So I'm going to hold on to it a little bit more. I think. I think I was okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I was waiting for this to. I could raise a small army and probably take Patras. It's only pikemen. But if I remember correctly, I need to slowly start getting rid of the irregulars and start switching them out for proper infantry. All right, so wait, does Patras have walls? They don't have walls. No artillery needed. All right, we'll send a small force of how many soldiers come in a unit here? 160. Okay, so we'll send a janissary. We'll send two janissaries with an Israeli and then some Delhi horsemen for support. We'll send those off, and we will try to take. You know what? No. Well, no. By the time they get there, this should be. I can probably give them another unit or so. Maybe some irregulars. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to take 2 turns. Now, the other thing is, too, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, they haven't arrived yet, but they will arrive soon. Oh, they just left. Okay. Those guys are on their way to this army here, just in case if Georgia decides to pop up. Okay. Ooh, something. Well, no, I'm training soldiers, so that's going to eat up my money. Ooh, okay, that's not too bad. The fleet arrives, so here we are.
Yelken açın. Yelken aç. Gemi emirleriniz.
Multiple enemies, some nations. Ooh, pirates.
Emirleriniz.
Um.
Yelken
Okay, so this is a bigger ship. It's a fifth rate, lots of guns. I don't have the firepower to take that kind of ship on, so I'm just not going to worry about it. We got. Okay.
Hazırlanın ve emirlerinizi bekliyorum.
Recruit. Anything in terms of like infrastructure, I could probably. Admiralty. Hmm. I'm gonna hold off on that. What's going on up here? Ooh, that's quite a large army.
Hazırlanın.
I think I'd be okay. Oh, and that was the quote from There's Something About Mary. I haven't seen that movie in like forever. It has been a hot minute since I have seen that film. Okay, are they consolidating? Are they rebuilding? They haven't rebuilt anything, but I think I'm going to end up upgrading. Ooh, nope. I do want to upgrade some of the textiles around. All right, that should be enough. And then those cavalry will be ready. Cavalry will be ready next turn, and then I can head out. Ooh, okay, so Russia still wants peace, but I don't want to make peace with Russia right now because they're still at war with my neighbor or with my protectorate. And not to mention, they want me to pay for damages. Okay, yeah, that's not going to happen. What's this? Morocco wants me again. Morocco, not. I'm going to refuse. Like right now, I mean, I think the Barbary states. Ah, shit. I knew this was going to happen. Uh, if I run. All right, let's see what
Geri
happens.
çekilin. Geri
Yeah,
çekilin.
I knew that was going to happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and fight this out. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll sink the fifth rate ship, but I'm not banking on it. A couple of sloops, two sloops and a brig.
Filo emrinizdedir.
Okay, the wind is on my side. I'm gonna wait for them before I start moving. Actually, hold on.
Break. Emrinizdeyim.
This is
Break. Emrinizdeyim. Dediğimi yapın. Ottoman. Emrinizdeyim. Dediğimi yapın.
the smaller ships might be an issue, but maybe the sloop can handle the smaller ships, and maybe the brig can actually take on the other ones. But I'm not hopeful here. I'm really not hopeful. All right, gonna wait. Look at those. Look at those Latin sails right there. We were just talking about that today in class. Talking about Latin sails, those triangular sails that can catch multi-directional wind. All right, here they come. They're a little bit closer.
Dediğimi yapın. Baş üstüne efendim. Dediğimi yapın. Emrinizdeyim.
I want to see these smaller boats. I don't think I've ever seen them before. Let me see. They might be a problem. It might be a problem. This is the one thing about naval fighting in this game that I didn't really care for. Are they? There's no way that they're in range. The sloop might be able to pepper them. I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna hold the fire. Catch all the wind. There you go. Oh God. Ooh boy. Come on. Come on. Good hits. Good hits all the way around.
Emrinizdeyim. Baş üstüne efendim.
Focus on that bigger ship. Come on. Oh! Oh, our mast got taken out, like, right there. Oh, no, not this one, too. Holy crap. The most they can do is fight right now at this point. I was not expecting that I was not expecting that ship to do that. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to come with bigger ships or more ships than them. I mean, the Ottomans weren't really known for their seafaring abilities, were they? The Ottomans were not exactly a maritime. Holy crap! This one got damaged as well. This one had its mast knocked off. They're still. Yeah, that was pretty stupid of him. He shouldn't have done that. To be 100. Holy crap, dude! I can't believe that.
Canınızı kurtarın.
We lost the entire ship, the entire navy. Oh, that's got to go in the report. Oh. So that was the spring, yeah, spring of 1704. 1704. African Expeditionary Fleet. Destroyed. No survivors. All right, so that's not good. Well,
Sola marş.
all right, so we're gonna end up
Hazırlanın.
marching this way.
Tedarik arayın.
Are these guys like in terms of like no? I feel like I should give them something when they arrive because
Emirleriniz için hazırız.
I feel like
Ordu.
they should have enough. I'll give them another Israeli. Alright, so. Oh, they got reinforcements. Aha! I knew it. I knew it that they were going to try to call. Um, what are we developing right now? Let's actually develop that new bayonet. Oh, I knew it was going to happen.
Yeni hedef var mı?
Can I actually assassinate this general? Let's see, can I? Nope. Didn't get close. Now I gotta try to build some walls. The nearest place that could respond to this threat is going to be here. Chick was telling me about the Honduras and the Civil War and how it was like 30 years and it was heartbreaking, blah, blah, blah. I had a Peruvian threaten me to dox me a little while ago. They were pretty adamant about it too, like on X. It was kind of funny to me. What do I have?
Emirleriniz için hazırız.
I might. No, I don't even want to. It's mostly militia, but I don't want to take the I don't want to take the chance. So I'm going to have. Hey, where's the Israel? They can't go because recruitment. Azars are the only thing that I could possibly send in that direction. All right, that's fine. That's my fault. I'll see if I can send them like a couple more cavalry. Oh, did the Barbary states take more? They did. Whoa! Why are you here? Uh, Crap. I was worried about that. I really was worried about that. I didn't think it was going to be a problem. I didn't think that they were going to show up on my front door, but apparently they're going to show up on my front door.
Hazırlanın. Marş. Hazırım ve emirlerinizi bekliyorum. Hazırlanın. Marş. Birlikleri savaşa hazırla.
All right, I gotta try to end this war with the Venetians as quickly as possible. No, no, I don't want to. make peace with the Crimean Conte first. No, I'm not going to make peace. I'm not going to pay you for something I haven't even participated in. Of course. All right, so let's go ahead and let's see. Um, that's a Saturday night in West Africa. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. We are deploying. I'm going to have reinforcements coming as soon as possible. Hopefully, they don't show up too soon. The most I can probably do is delay.
Piyade emrinizdedir. Evet efendim. Emrinizi bekliyorum. Emrinizi bekliyorum.
The most I can probably do is delay.
Baş üstüne. Derhal. Baş üstüne. Derhal. Emirleri uyguluyorum. Baş üstüne. Baş üstüne. Vatandaşlar. Derhal. Silahlı vatandaşlar. Vatandaşlar.
How come y'all can't hide?
Baş üstüne.
There we go.
Piyade emrinizdedir.
Why are y'all not hiding?
Derhal. Baş üstüne. Derhal.
There you go.
Genelkurmay.
I don't think these guys can hide because this is the general's. This is the general.
Derhal. Derhal. Vatandaşlar.
Where are they coming from? They're coming from way over here.
Emirleri uyguluyorum. Baş üstüne.
Lol. Lol.
Emirleri uyguluyorum.
Alright. Now, if that's the case, then they probably make great historians if that's the case. Alright, where is the cannon?
Baş üstüne. Emirleri uyguluyorum. Derhal.
Where's the can? Don't tell me they can't. They couldn't bring up the cannon. Oh my god. Oh, that's right. The cannon is fixed. It was a fixed emplacement. Oh, great. I have no support. have no support. I won't. Oh, this is gonna be a rough fight. I thought I would at least have the cannon with me, but nope, nope, no cannon, no cannon whatsoever. Okay.
Evet efendim. Baş üstüne. Emirleri uyguluyorum. Emirleri uyguluyorum. Emirleri uyguluyorum. Baş üstüne.
See, this is why like the Ottoman start is so terrible. I have not seen the teaser. Not that I don't want to see it. I just haven't. There you go. Good shot.
Derhal.
What are they doing? What are they doing? Which way are they going?
Emrinizi bekliyorum.
This is gonna
Efendim.
be an interesting fight. Now, if we can utilize the element of surprise, we might be able to like shoot them from behind
Semeniler.
from decent positions. What is this? Those are regiment of foot. Those are pikemen. That's militia.
Evet efendim.
They're gonna open fire. Gotta wait for them.
Baş üstüne.
Alright, here we go.
Vatandaşlar. Derhal. Baş üstüne. Evet efendim.
Okay. Oh,
Marş.
what are y'all doing? Oh, you guys are you're so bad at shooting. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. All right. Oh shoot! Here they come.
İade elinizdedir. Derhal. Emrinizi bekliyorum. Evet efendim. Emirleri uyguluyorum. Üstüne yaklaş.
I'm gonna have to throw my general into that one.
Efendim. Emirleri uyguluyorum. Baş üstüne. Çabuk. Etrafını çevir.
There you go. No, we lost our general. Oh, God. Wait, which one? Okay. The townspeople, yeah, I'm not... Oh, my goodness.
Derhal. Derhal. Uyguluyorum. Baş üstüne. Baş üstüne.
There we go.
Derhal. Baş üstüne. Emirleri uyguluyorum. Derhal.
Come on. I'm gonna have to pull them out. You know, the bodyguard is surprisingly holy, so I gotta keep that there. Come on. No, no, no, no, no, no. Hold, hold, hold, hold, hold. No, don't run. Okay. And we lost the general. Okay. Come on, shoot, shoot. Hold the frickin' line. Hold the line. Come on, hold the line.
Emirleri uyguluyorum.
What is that? Oh, come on, don't lose to militia.
Baş üstüne.
Come on. I need y'all to really get in there. Why are you faltering?
Serbest.
Come on.
Derhal.
Get your asses in there. Please, for the love of God. Yes, I know, I got pincered. No, I didn't get pincered. I didn't get pincered. We're still holding.
Rahat. Emirleri uyguluyorum. Saldırın.
If I can rout the general, I might have an opportunity here. But these guys really got to bring it together. Their lines are faltering. There we go. Come on, guys. Come on, come on, come on. Mob them, mob them, mob them. Oh, we're holding. Oh my goodness, we are holding. Holy shit, reform, reform. Reform the frickin' line.
Emirleri uyguluyorum. Emirleri uyguluyorum.
They're broken. They are. Holy shit. Come on. Hey, Dragon, what's up, man? How's it going? They're routing.
Baş üstüne.
Oh, they routed. Yes.
Emirleri uyguluyorum.
Get up on this hill.
Derhal baş üstüne. Baş üstüne.
Hey. How many assholes do we have on here? Yo.
Derhal. Derhal.
I got two of them.
Evet efendim. Efendim. Silahlı vatandaşlar. Vatandaşlar. Yaklaşın. Derhal.
Militia.
Emirleri uyguluyorum.
Okay. These guys are persistent. Oh, come on. Combing the Desert, that was absolutely hilarious. That was like one of the funniest bits in that film.
Emirleri uyguluyorum. Derhal. Baş üstüne.
Alright.
Emir vermemi bekleyin. Baş üstüne.
Here we
Menzile
go.
yaklaş.
Come on. There we go. That was a nice. That was an okay volley. That was an okay. It could have been better.
Derhal. Burayı savunun.
Give them another volley. Hold on. Reload. Reload. Come on, guys. Come on. Reload, reload, reload. Prepare to fire. There we go. That was a really good volley. Hold on. I gotta write this. I gotta write this out for the battle report when I make it. What was his name? Uh, Bao Tachi Mehmet slain. Okay. Yep. End battle. Heroic victory. Absolutely. All right. Here we go. We got this. All right. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So that was a rough fight. And there's the cannon, but it was a fixed place gun. So 1,456 deployed. We lost 591. Oh my goodness. Those are some serious losses. So that was Tuvok, if I remember correctly. The hair sponge. I haven't seen hair sponges. There are a couple of guys that like at the campus that I work at. They have they still use picks, but I've never seen the hair sponges. I don't see do rags that often, but then again, do rags are like that's like faux pas in public school. It's not part of the dress code. They can't wear them. I remember back when I think when I was a kid, just everybody like the kids wore do rags. It was whatever. All right, up here come the Russians. Looks like they're coming back at it. Okay. I'm going to have to try and get them some um, replenishments. Oh, he survived. It's what do you call it? No, but the guy from Spaceballs that was Tuvok. That was Tuvok, if I remember correctly.
Efendim, emirleriniz? Marş! Bayrağı çekin! Yerleşim yeri kuşatıldı.
All right, here we go. Hopefully.
Karanlık benim pelerinimdir.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh man. I'm still trying to figure out tracking on this model. The I think the artist did a really good job, to be completely honest, but I'm still trying to. I wonder. I think it's because of the microphone that I have. I might need to get a different microphone. The microphone that I have is a condenser. You're normally used for podcasting,
Emirleriniz.
but then again, it's like I don't know. It's just weird to me. I know the mouth movements are a little like off.
Karanlık
Tim
benim
Rush.
dostumdur.
I can't think of the guy's name because I think it's the actor who played Tuvok. That's all I really remember from the desert combing scene. Um, Probably the gain offset. Yeah, I'll have to check. I'll have to look at this. I'll have to look at VTube Studio, and then eventually I'll be able to get the watermark, which is the little thing floating around me down here at the bottom. Um, I don't know. The artist was like a really sweet person from I want to say from Indonesia or Thailand or something. Got her on Fiverr, and she really liked the design, or at least what I had envisioned, and she sent me a coupon for prices off for some new toggles. I might take her up on it. Then every anti VTuber's dream would come true because all the time they always say like, "Oh, it's a 40-year-old man behind with a voice changer." That's what they've always. I've thought about getting a voice changer 100%. If that happened, it's more because no, I doubt that. John gave up on his YouTube, his YouTube dreams, and well, he didn't really have YouTube dreams. It was just something to do during COVID, and then he didn't really stick with it afterwards. I had been doing YouTube for like longer than he had, and then with Ale, she wants to start doing it too, but our daughter really clings to her a lot, and so it's kind of difficult for her to do anything. So, all right, where was I? Oh, that's right, over here. I think I am going to send the martyrs. No, I'm not going to send the martyrs. I am going to send
Hazırlanın.
them
Marş.
some more, some experienced troops. I'm going to send them experienced troops. They got 3 more turns before they kick the bucket, or before they surrender. Um, I don't have a way of getting cannon to them. I didn't think I was going to need anything like that, but it's okay. Okay. Let's check these guys out. How are we looking down here? All right. I'm going to do a military governor's fort here. And then they'll have some walls in
Ordum.
place pretty soon, which I'll be extremely happy about. In fact,
İleri
I'm
marş.
going to go inside the city and we're going to hold it out. We're going to hold it out there. I might have to get reinforcements from Baghdad. If not Baghdad, it's got to be Ankara. I mean, but why would I have that hotkey though? I only have 3 toggles. Okay, I only have 3 toggles. I have this is one here. Let me make this bigger so you can see them better. All right, so here's the first toggle, All right, this is toggle one. All right, if you can't see it, I have stars. All right, and this is me smiling. I'm happy. All right, that's one toggle. All right, and then the second toggle, you can barely see it. Like you can barely see it, but let me zoom in here just a little bit so you can look at that. Look at that. Look at that jawline, man. I wish I actually had this jawline. All right, here we go. That's the second toggle. It's just a smirk. Me being smug. and then the third one. This is the third toggle. That one. So yeah, those are the three toggles that I have. With myself right here. All right. All right. Back to what we were doing. All right. Now, what was really cool, the artist did mention like, hey, here's a coupon for some more for some more emotions if you want to do stuff, or if you want to be able to move your arms eventually, we can do that. Um, she doesn't do 3D modeling, but she does really. I don't know if I would ever want to go that far to 3D modeling. Like in order for me to get like 3D modeling, I think I would need to hit like, if I had money to burn, sure, I'd buy a 3D model if I had money to burn. But I think I would need about 15,000 subs before I even think about getting a 3D model. I know, right? I have fangs, which is really crazy. I noticed that. Like, I think that was something that she did. That like that was her own little thing. But I noticed that I do have like these pointed ears. I don't mind personally. I don't think it makes my model look all that bad, and I don't mind the fangs either. But I did notice like I got some canines, So if I ever wanted to do like, you know, um, be the artist fetish confirmed. Oh my god. I mean, who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Like, I've given her like positive ratings, and it was pretty cool. Like, I showed her the concept, and she saw it. She gave me some sketches. Then she did some coloring, made some minor tweaks here and there, and then that was it. And then she just had like all these different ideas for different toggles, and I'm just like, okay, how much is it going to cost me like per toggle? And she was like, well, you get three free. You'll get three free, and then after that, like every toggle that you want after that is, I think it's like $25 into LLMS. Built my own multi. Oh, cool! That's awesome, man. Okay, where was I? Okay, so the Russians are still causing trouble here. Oh my god, that's such a huge freaking army. I don't know
Emirleriniz
if
için
I'm.
hazırız.
I probably should send some reinforcements, but I should send reinforcements. You know what? I think what I'm going to do is if I can take care of Georgia, if I can knock Georgia out,
Yeni hedef var mı?
can I kill this general? He's still well guarded. If I can take out this general here, all right, if I can take Georgia out of the fight completely, that gives me a door. Um, are these the Ural Mountains? I can't remember if these are the Ural Mountains or the Caucasus. I think they're the Urals. My geography is a little off, but I think these are the Ural Mountains. If I can get past the Ural Mountains, this will let me come in south, and I could probably do some raiding and maybe force Russia to leave Crimea alone. But I fed it a ton of documents on Mesoamerica, and it tested through the roof. Really? I don't know. I actually I've been enjoying Google Notebook um, a lot lately, and it's been doing some surprising work. I have to say I've been feeding it a lot of my notes from some of my lessons. Um, what? I've been feeding it a lot of my notes from my lessons, stuff that I usually teach from with the kids. Um, and it's been building slides and infographics and movies for me, uh, which is really awesome. I really like that, and it does explainer videos and stuff like that. I'm even messing around with it in terms of my world building as well, which is really cool. You did not tell me to use it. You didn't. You have never told me to use it, Robert. Damn keyboard. Yeah, right. What do we got going on? All right, here we go. There's nothing else I can do. Okay. Peace treaty. Peace treaty. No, I'm not. Again, I don't want a peace treaty unless you are going to leave my people alone. Who are you? Okay, so your enemies are. You haven't made peace with the Barbary states, and you want 7,800 whatever? No, that's not going to happen. No, you didn't. I don't remember that. All right, so you know what? I'm actually going to build the Admiralty. I'm going to go ahead and just eat that up. Oh boy.
Hizmetinizdeyim.
One more turn, and we'll have the bayonets, the proper bayonets. What are they bringing over here? That's quite a bit. That's a lot.
Hazırlanın.
I don't think I'm not gonna have the ability to actually defend against that probably. I need more infantry. That might but I need the navy to pick me up and pull me over there.
açın. Gemi emirleriniz kaptanım.
I mean, that may be true. That may be true. I did accidentally get one of my students in trouble today. Actually had to apologize to the kid and um,
Gizlenme
go
emrediyorum.
straighten things out. I felt really bad. I really did. Oh boy, this is what I was worried about. All right, here we go. And let's see. This is the winter of I don't know when. Defense of Crimea. And we have I got that's an army of 1,200 Russians. Oof, man. What's that? We're talking about the Rooster Fighter. No, no, no. The kids. Actually, one of the Rooster. You know, it's all the same. No, what had happened was the student asked to go get some water. Or okay, so I heard the student wanted to be excused to get some water, and I was like, "All right, cool, go for it. It's fine." Because that student always asks to leave to go get some water around this particular time. But apparently, he asked to like, "Hey, I need to go talk to my coach. I'll be right. Is it okay if I go and I'll be right back?" And supposedly that's what he said. All right. And then one of the hall monitors, she comes into the classroom and she's like, "Hey, did this student go ask to go see their coach?" And I started thinking about it, and I was like, "No, he went. He said he wanted to go drink some water." Um, yeah. And so apparently she wrote the kid up instead of just sending him back to the classroom. I didn't know. I didn't know she was going to do that. I didn't know she was going to do that. That's. I think that was kind of harsh, in my opinion. And and so I was like, the kid came back all flustered and pissed off, and I'm just like, "Hey, what happened?" He was like, "You didn't tell me you were going to go talk to the coach." And he was like, "Yeah, I did." And then three other students who I don't even generally speak to in the classroom for the most part, unless I'm asking questions, came up and just yeah, he actually did say that, and I'm gonna believe them because I normally don't talk to them, and they have never actually done anything bad, and I'm usually the kind of person to give the benefit of the doubt the first time around. So yeah, wrote the kid up and gave them the equivalent to ISS because he was not supposed to be where he was supposed to be. So the kids at the desk that because I have them sitting in groups, they told me like, "Hey, no, hey, Mister, he actually said this. This is what he said." And I said, "Are you sure?" I thought he said he wanted to get some water, and like, no, they said, and I'm just like, well, two students are telling me that he said it. All right, so being the honorable person that I am, yeah, I know. Excuse me. Being the honorable person that I am, I went ahead and kind of like try to iron things out. Though she didn't want to. She didn't want to iron things out. which was, I thought, crazy. I'm like, why don't you want to iron things out? Oh, we're coming up right behind the Russians. Holy crap. Oh man, I can't stand the Edgars. I am not a fan. I am not a fan of Edgars. Those doggone haircuts, man. I just can't. I can't stand it. It's gonna take me a minute to get myself. All right, they're turning around, so they're coming to face me now. Oh boy, it's gonna take a minute for me to get get the cannon and everything. And then the worst part about it, it's like dusk, so I can't really see anything. Pulled us into the fight. Come on. There we go. We might have a chance. We've pulled them away, but man, oh shoot, the center line. Get in there.
Emirleri uyguluyorum. Baş üstüne.
Come on, get those cannons freaking in position.
Bölük! Topları sök!
Come on! God, these cannons are so freaking slow. There goes my general's body. There goes my general. Finally. God.
Emirleri uyguluyorum.
Who has survived from the Russians over here? The regiment of horse? That's it? Oh god.
Emirleri uyguluyorum.
Who are these guys? Oh, that's line infantry. Alright. Canister shot. Fucking. Oh shit.
Emir verince ateş. Herkes kendi başının çaresine baksın. Hadi. Hadi.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Wait for them to clear. I don't think I'm gonna be able to clear. I don't think I'm gonna be able to clear that hills. I'll be like tickled. Yeah. They're running. I think we just defended Crimea. I think we just actually. Wipe them from the field. Wipe them. They need to be wiped. The less in terms of like experience men that they have, less trouble for me. Uh, okay. Well, it wasn't. That was a pretty bad victory. Like that was pretty bad. We won, but it was one of those what is it? Pyretic victories. Okay, here's another one. All right, this one I think we can win this one. I love the sound. I love that you sound surprised. There goes my general's bodyguard. Well, there goes my general. No, they yelled at him and walked off. And that's not the next target after this. All right, so they're gonna be attacking us, so we have the advantage.
Baş üstüne. Baş üstüne. Emirleri uyguluyorum. Derhal. Baş üstüne. Derhal. Baş üstüne. Derhal. Emirleri uyguluyorum.
right? And these are Janissaries too, so these are, you know, these are
Kurmay emrinizdedir.
what is that? That's fixed artillery, right? Protected by provincial cavalry. I think I'll be okay. I don't think they have any decent shots. I mean, if they do, that's. Let me see. No, I think it's going to bounce off the hills. I don't think they have any shots. They don't have any shots, but then, yeah, that's actually a pretty decent line of sight right there. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Which way are they going? Hard right? They're going hard right. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. Man, I really wish I had artillery so I could have counter artillery, but I can't. Now, I probably could silence those guns if I go around to the right. Oh, they caught my plan. They caught my plan. Now they're chasing. Oh shit! Now they're chasing me. Oh, I hope my. You going? Come on, Janissaries. We didn't steal you from the Balkans. We didn't kidnap these children from the Balkans, turn them into Muslims, and turn them into professional soldiers for nothing. All right. Damn.
Allah'ın izniyle.
All right. We did what we were supposed to do. We silenced the guns.
Uomini, nella breccia! Fascisti! Koşardı!
I love how their general's bodyguard is just like like right there.
Kulelerim vuruyorum. Saldırın!
Why are you slowing down?
İtilata! Fascisti! Hepsine yaklaş! Cemaat! Kulelerim vuruyorum.
They really need to redo this game. Like they should really redo this game.
Ateş! Fascisti! Çabuk!
Oh my gosh. All right. All right. So we're gonna win here. Come on, you Janissaries. Like, to be 100% honest, this is the game that they need to redo. Like, they've done Shogun Total War 2. They have Medieval Total War 2. They have Medieval Total War 3 if you consider Attila, even though Attila was like buggy as all hell. Um, all right, those guys are running. These guys are back. And technically, people who are like who love the Warhammer setting and the fantasy settings, game blouses. Love it. Apparently, my cavalry is about to kick the bucket.
Spazzatevi via tutti!
Come on, guys. Come on, slash him. Slash him.
Subito! Obbediamo.
Picking off horses like crazy.
Di corsa!
Emirleri uyguluyorum. Emirleri uyguluyorum.
All right, we've won this feat. Like, this is ours.
Emirleri uyguluyorum.
They're eventually going to rout all together. Yeah. So this is going to be, yep, it's our victory. End battle. And the victory is ours. And we got our ring bayonets. Now we have square formation. And we lost our general here.
Lordum.
I might need to
Hazırım ve emirlerinizi bekliyorum.
800 and you know what? It's fine. I recruit a general from there from the ranks. From the ranks. And what are you doing? Excuse me. What do you think you're doing? I don't know what he thinks he's going to do, but
Yelken aç, marş isteniyor. Hazırlanın. Çadır kuruyorum.
okay. Those guys are dropped off. Oops. No.
İleri marş. Filo hazır.
That right there.
Yelken aç.
You're gonna go back home. Hook up a goldfish to play Pokemon. What the hell?
Kuşatma başladı. Saldırın.
Demand surrender. Surrender has been refused. Oof. I don't have much.
Zafer bizim.
Alright. So now we have taken excuse me. Okay. So now what we're gonna have to do is we're going to have to now talk to Venice. Because I don't think Venice has any more holdings. I think they just lost it. Yep. We'd like to request peace. Apparently not. They do not want to sow for peace. Which is fine. It's 1707. And it's also the springtime. The springtime. Yeah, springtime. Words difficult. Oh my goodness. It is time for us to develop the spinning jenny. Or maybe the basic steam pump. No, the spinning jenny. Oh wait, no, because if we become a little bit more of that, that's going to take 10 turns. That's 4 turns. We'll do that. +2 to wealth generated by farms. Yeah, that's fine. Is he a scholar? Oh, he's a Persian. He's a Persian scholar. There you go. No, I'm not that old to where like a cold will take me out. God, hope that never happens.
Evet.
I would hate that. Okay, so I'm gonna save it here, guys. Summer of 1707. Yes. Exit to Windows. Yes. All right. Also, too. There you go. That's better. So yeah. So also too, I'm probably gonna end up. I mean, I'm still, of course, like since I'm like. Well, let me tell you what's been going on for the last couple of days. All right, for the last couple of days, you know, you know me, or if you do know me, I'm really big on Twitter. Really big. I love Twitter. I love using Twitter, even though I've been like kicked off of Twitter at least 4 different times. And it's always, oh, he called me a name, or he called me, you know, I would never call anybody a slur, but there's just like, oh, he called me retarded or something. It's something stupid, and he made his bread. Now he's dead. And so there was a small account. There were 2 small accounts that were being picked on by 2 larger accounts. And I was trying to figure out like what the hell was going on. And apparently these 2 larger accounts were picking on the smaller accounts because they were using AI to generate some of their backgrounds and stuff like that. Now, of course, me being, me, because I use AI to, to generate stuff because, I've recently come into disposable income that I can actually, purchase art from artists now. And, which is great, and so I swooped in. I said, started defending and fighting with all these these anti VTuber, these anti AI using VTubers who I've never heard of. So they must be V tweeters, and you know, and so been going back and forth, this and that. Bad nerd, and I swooped in and started, like, defending them, and trying to say, it's a matter of, it's a matter of access. Some people just don't have the disposable income. Some people do, and it's okay to use the means that the necessary means, and then eventually, if you can, get yourself an artist, and or find somebody on Fiverr for real cheap, or whatever the case is. It and I think there was an adult VTuber. She does a lot of, like, adult content, ASMRs and stuff like that. She was calling me out, and you know and she was saying, like, well, you can use, find cheap artists for like $3-4, and I'm like, well, what if it's not the style that you want? Maybe you're saving up for it, and you know even not. I am not. I just don't like. I don't like big. If you're going to use AI, it's fine. AI is a tool, right? And I know people have their opposition to AI, which is fine, and I respect the counter arguments. I really do. Um, and I truly respect artists, and I respect the work that they do. As someone who studies history on a regular basis and teaches history, I understand what artists are capable of doing, and I have a very big appreciation for artists. But what I do know is this, okay? And this was a question that I posed every single time. All right. What happened in 1453? All right. Can you tell me what exactly happened in 1453? If you can't, that's fine. It's history. I know not everyone can, you know, but this is what happened in 1453. The Ottomans conquered Constantinople and changed the city's name to Istanbul. This made trade for spices and other luxury goods nearly impossible for Europeans who were seeking and demanding luxury items from Asia. And it only took 40 years in 1493 for the Europeans to figure out that you can sail around Africa and get to Asia. So when you cut off access, people are going to find different means and different avenues of getting to where they what they want. And that's just generally human nature, you know. And the other thing is too, I personally have been turned down by some artists because they don't like my politics. They'll check my timeline, or they'll check they'll do a Twitter dive on my account, and they will take a look at who I respond to and who I follow, and they'll just be like, yeah, our politics don't align. I don't want to work with you. Okay, fine. That's a weird way to have a business model, but hey, who am I to judge? It's the free market. Right. And you know what? And I agree, Dragon. I totally agree. You shouldn't be monetizing. You know, like, if I changed my entire persona on Twitter, and I devoted my entire account to, like, AI art on, like, my OC. All right, on my OC. All right. I could not. I would call myself maybe an AI artist. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think I would go that far. I but I would never monetize my content, you know. And I know that there are some people that do, and I know that there's some AI artists that are actually trying to learn how to draw, and they're actually showing the progress on online, which is really cool. You know, tremendous respect for those guys. Um, you know, I've seen really complex AI art, and I've seen, like something my daughter would like produce, right? But the thing is that these two accounts were picking on these other accounts, and I jumped into the fray because I haven't had a good argument. I haven't had a good like strong debate with people, and you know, and I was like, all right, cool, this was fun. I like this. I made a couple of the two accounts that I jumped in. They ended up following me, which was really cool because they have like they have somewhat of a large. They're small accounts, but they're not like the V tweeter accounts had like I don't know, like over 25,000 followers. They had like a couple thousand. Um, I'm over here sitting at like because I'm on Twitter I'm on Twitter almost every single day, but I don't post anything. I just lurk, and if I was probably like tweeting out stuff every single day, I'd maybe gain a following. I don't know, and yeah, there's a lot of open source. I want to play with those. I really want to play with those videos and see what I can do because I've only messed with Grok. Grok is not bad, but it's very limited, like in 5 or 10 second increments. Um, when what was the one that they just got rid of? I forgot what it was called. No, what was it called? Sora. Before Sora shut down, they had a video maker, and it was okay. It wasn't the best, but you know, uh, but the big conversation right now that happened today, actually, it happened roughly about maybe about an hour, maybe about 2 hours ago. Let me see, how long have I been streaming? I've been streaming for about almost 2 hours. So roughly about 2, maybe 3 hours ago, a British VTuber who draws lewd art of her OC, who happens to be more of a, I guess her body type is very petite, so like she gets referenced as a lolly character. And there's a lot of anti lollies out there that don't like the particular body type, and because it looks like a child. And fine, your opinion, I don't care. All right, but the thing is that they got arrested um, because of the lewdness of her particular artwork. She didn't actually have any CP or anything like that, but her drawings were coming into question, and so UK police arrested her. And according to what she could divulge, was that part of her bail. Um, hey, don't give me ideas. All right, let's not do that. let's let's not let's not stoke any fires here. All right. Um, she got arrested, and a lot of people started to basically just call her a pedo, and I'm just like, come on, she's not a pedo. All right, there's no correlation between the two, and at least none from what I can read or what I've read. All right, there's you know to each their own, but for me personally, like you shouldn't be calling people, because what you're doing with that word is like you're watering it down. It's kind of like the word Nazi. All right, I've been called a Nazi, I've been called a racist since 2016. I've been called all these things, but you're watering the word down, and it's going to lose its meaning. And then when the real ones come around, you're not going to know it, you know. And I just don't appreciate, then of course, so I had to chime in. So like, this is what I did. I got on my phone, and I just picked up uh, like a little small little, like kind of like paint, whatever, and I drew a gun on my phone, and I took a picture of it, and I started going underneath the threads of everybody who was an auntie, and I'm like, hey, stick them up. I'll give me your money, you know. Um, and you know, and they're like, well, that's completely different. I'm like, no, it's not. You're going after somebody who draws something. Now, if you're saying that that's real CP when it's not, clearly not CP, then this is a real gun. So if this is a real gun, you should probably be concerned. Um, you know, and somebody tried to use Grok to you can at Grok if you buy premium, if you have a blue check mark next to your name, and you can ask Grok a question and it'll respond in the thread like almost instantly. And Grok came to my defense, which was absolutely hilarious. The dude got owned by Grok. It was some conservative from like Maryland or some bull crap like that, and he ended up getting owned by Grok. And I'm just like, yes. And you see, and this is, and I was like, you know what? This is probably because all those times I was nice to Grok. You know, one day we'll have him on mic yelling something about slants or something like, oh my god. And I'll be like, I'm a history teacher. That's always been my excuse. That is always the excuse I've always given my students. Like, all right, guys, we're gonna talk about some real edgy stuff, and just to let you know, it's okay if I say it because I'm a history teacher. Oh my god, it's something else, man. I am a history teacher, so it's okay if I use slurs. Of course, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I would never do that. Though my students swear up and down they've heard me, say, bad words before, but it's one of those. But again, if I'm reading off of like a primary source document, and the primary source document says something about, I don't know, mulattoes. I found out the word mulatto is a racist term. I didn't know mulatto was a bad word. Um, I mean, like, he's in the principal's office for yelling about. I would never talk about Italians like that. I like Italians. They do good stuff like pasta and pizza, and traveling across the world, and opening up trade routes and whatnot. Marco, right? Polo. Well, he wasn't Italian. He was Venetian. That's kind of different. It wasn't always, but Hispanic used to be. Really, Hispanic used to be a. No, no, that's not true. I don't believe that. Maybe. I mean, like today, like we were reviewing, right, and we were reviewing Spanish colonization, and we were talking about the Spanish hierarchy in the colonies, and it was, at the top you had the Peninsulares, and then below the Peninsulares you had the Creoles, and then below them you had like Zombos, Mulattoes, and Mestizos. I found out, like for me, Zombo that sounds more like a racist term than anything, but apparently mulatto is offensive, which is crazy to me. You know, it was a Spanish slur from Spain. 100%. Mestizo was at one time a slur. Well, I don't know if it was a. Well, maybe it was a slur. I guess I don't see it as a slur. I see it more as a classification. I mean, there was a point where I love Spanish colonial records because my favorite term was when it came to race. There was a classification of what was it, in el aire, up in the air, because they didn't know what you were. Like you were mixed so far, like so far mixed. Like we couldn't tell what you are, which is hilarious. That's a hilarious classification. That is literally saying I'm other when it comes to race. Oh, Miss Little no, not Sambos, Zombo with a Z, with a Z. I want to say that I think it's like I think the term comes from maybe like the Dominicans, maybe because I'm not too familiar with it in terms of on the mainland, like Latin America, like the America's mainland, like Mexico, that area, the maybe the islands. The same thing with like mulattoes. I think mulatto is more like one of those island terms that you would see. I don't think you would see something like that. Calling somebody half breed. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Like mutt, right? No, like I said, I could see how mestizo could be considered a slur or was a slur because you're essentially calling somebody a half breed. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. Man, I remember as a kid when I could only select other as race, and now I can actually choose more. I know, right? I know, right? It's always funny to me. Like I love my favorite part of my favorite part of the year is when we have the kids register. Oh my god, why are my eyes like there you go, there you go. My eyes were closed for a second. Um when the students have to register for college board, right? And all the Hispanic students are looking for Mexican as their as their race. And I have to explain to them that um yeah, about that. You're actually white. Yeah, you're not you're not Mexican. You're considered white. It's always fun to see that they really put them in the work for if you think about yeah, yeah. And I'm just like, oh my god, this is gonna be. And, but I've been teaching for 7 years. I mean, the only other country that had more colonies was Great Britain. Yes, yes, had, had more colonies. The sun never sets on the British Empire, but like I said, it's always real funny to have those kids register for College Board, and they're just like, um, "Mister, I can't find my race. What's my race?" I'm like, "You're white." I'm not white. I'm like, "Oh, yeah, you are." They don't. It's always the craziest thing. You have to say white, then confirm if you're white, or Hispanic. Yeah, it's like it's the best conversation starter. Like, guys, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Most of you are white, and you don't even know it. So you're hating on whites. Guess what? You're self hater. You're self hating. And then eventually when we get to Spanish, when we get to Spanish colonization, they can kind of like understand that. Oh yeah, my ancestors. I might have Spanish in my blood. That's why I'm light complexion and have colored eyes, or whatever the case is. Oh my goodness, is my model like getting ready to fall asleep because his eyes are like closing? Maybe it's the fact that I'm not looking at the camera, or I don't know. It's really weird. I'm still trying to understand. Still trying to understand this tracking thing. Um, like if I turn my head to the side, here we go. Like my eyes are open, but if I'm looking directly at the camera, you know, it's really weird. Elizabeth is gone. The sun set years ago. The queen is dead. Long live the king. Now, if you talk to my coworker, oh my goodness, he has strong feelings, and I mean strong feelings about Charles and Queen Camilla, as he says it every time she shows up in the news, Queen Camilla, that whore. I'm like, oh my goodness, could you please, yeah, oh man, maybe that's the case, which is really weird, which is really weird. Like with the microphone, I've had to like adjust the microphone. I might have to adjust the eyes just a little bit too. But oh, she's not queen. I would have swore she got the title Queen Camilla. Isn't she Queen Camilla? I mean, I'm not a I'm like I like the royal family. I'm just not a fan. As an American, I am opposed all things royal. But you know, I do like studying the royals. It's like mistress or something. I'm gonna have to look into that because I swear, like every time she is on camera, he just has to say it. You know, oh, she is queen, honey. Oh man. Oh, that's great. That's great. Unless they agree to change your state, I don't know. All right, now I need to know. Let me open up. Let me open up the Googler here. All right, Camilla. Is it Queen Camilla? Actually, no. Her title is Queen. According to Google and according to Wikipedia, she is Queen Camilla. Camilla Rosemary Shand. Man, she was born in 1947. Holy crap, man. Wait. How old is Charles? How old is Charles? Charles is Charles is 77 years old. Okay. Uh, let me see. Do. How old was he? Let's see. Okay, he was only 57. Okay, never mind. Okay, well, so George the Fourth. George the Fourth was 57 years old when he took the crown. When he became King of England and Hanover, he was waiting for George the Third. And now, if you're familiar with U.S. history, George the Third was the king that we rebelled against. George the Fourth was his son, and George the Fourth, like waited a very long time for his dad to finally kick the bucket and or the bouquet, the bucket and become king. He was 57 years old. He was also known as the Prince of Wales because he was a very fat king. He was quite large. Charles the Third was 70 something when he became. I don't really know all that much about the royal family, except Camilla is really hated by the family, right? I know my aunt who lives in the UK rants about the royal family sometimes. Yeah, my coworker, he's a big fan. He's a big fan of the royal family. He's really involved. It's he's also, how can I put this? Light in the loafers, you know. He's got a little extra pep in his step. Elizabeth declared that upon Charles' ascension, her title would be Queen Consort, which means she holds no power. Yeah, she might not hold authority or power, but, you know, as soon as Charles kicks the bucket, one of the princes is going to obviously take it. Yeah. No, she had an affair with Charles, if I'm not mistaken. Like, Charles was her mister, and yeah, I think I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, who knows about that? Right? Yeah, you're right. You did say that. Let's see. Oh my goodness, am I still? All right, hold on. Check something. Oh my god, I got 400 likes on my post, and I feel like I should do like I don't have a SoundCloud, but you should probably follow me. Oh man, here I'll show you. Hold on. So like this is the VTuber who got arrested in the UK, and she admitted to the police that she draws the art of her character. This is her character, obviously. And then this person right here, it's always the Spanish speakers, like the Peruvians, the Brazilians. They always have a beef, whatever. But anyways, so they said you forgot to mention that the artist, quote unquote, publishes lolicon content, well deserved for a pedophile. And then my response: oh no, I got a gun. That's not registered. Call the cops. And oh, 402 likes. It's gone up. Wow. Several retweets, which is really cool. And then somebody like this guy posted this. That's the greatest comeback of the century. Oh, and it's Japanese. I am becoming quite popular with the Japanese. And like somebody posted, of course, stop right there. Love it, love it, love it. Oh man, I think this is probably one of my most 7 bookmarks. Holy crap! This is a banger. This is a banger tweet. That is great. She's Duchess of Wales, but changed it to Duchess of Cornwall. But during all of the proceedings up on his coronation, they referred to her as mistress and consort. Like mistress and consort. That is so dirty. Like that sounds really really dirty. Like oh my god, like that's the consort, or like that is the mistress. It's crazy. That is like passive aggressive. That is passive aggressive. That is crazy. Uh, oh no, what happened? I deleted some of my ASMR videos because I'm scared of getting a third strike. The timestamp that YouTube gave me for the strike on a video that was a year old already was at the sniffing section, of course. So if you know any more of my content that may still be up that has sniffing, please let me know. All right, well, these are the people that I follow. Oh man. Oh my God, the Rottweiler. Okay, so I need to go to bed, guys, because I have an early day tomorrow. I actually going to end up meeting with uh, my boss, well, one of my bosses, one of many bosses. I feel like it's the like Office Space all over. I have 8 bosses, you know, and so when I make a mistake, I gotta get I gotta get chewed out 8 different times, you know. That's how it works in education. Um, but yeah, I I'm finally gonna end up talking to downsizing. Like type of man. Yeah, I'm finally getting a chance to talk to him to see if I'm gonna be on campus next year. I don't even know, and I'm very concerned because the district is actually downsizing. They got rid of a lot of people, and then I know I'm on somebody's shit list on that campus. There's you know so, but anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, guys. I appreciate you being here tonight. Thank you all. It's been fun. I hope y'all like the model. I like it. I think it's kind of cool. I want to get some more. I want to see if I can get some more toggles and maybe some outfits for him, and maybe even a thicker, fuller beard. You know, but then again, I don't know how it would look. All right, guys, take care of yourself. I will see you guys hopefully in the next stream. Hopefully this weekend or something. All right.